Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And okay, where's the game? Game, game, game. There's the game and sound. There we are. All good. It's almost like I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Mochi. How's it going, buddy? Oh no, it's Makina time. Yes, it is indeed Makina time. Hi. Hey, man, I gotta play through the game. I gotta take the good with the bad. The Michiru is the good, the Makina's gonna be the bad. But how you doing, Mochi? Ugh. Yeah, sorry for the bit of a delayed start. It wasn't as bad as it usually is. Just another slow day. I ain't doing the best in general. Just taking it. Doing epic? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what we'd love to hear. Ugh. So, yes, we are back with Grisaia. Makina's route. This is our second, thing for it. So, oh boy, what the hell happened last time? Well, we are Makina's father. She takes that in a very weird way. First off, she paid us 700 grand. Just literally all her money. All of it. And I guess we're in charge of doling it out to her as we see fit. Because, of course, hard to think that you're already on 44th route. Yeah! And I think I can't remember when you jumped in. When you first started showing up with these routes. Was it Michiru? Or I think it might have been when I was, like, at least partway through Michiru's route. I can't remember. Yeah, I did actually start the route earlier in the week. I started on Sachi, I'm pretty sure. Okay. It's been a while. If I want to be sure, I'd have to look back through all the frickin' VODs on YouTube. To find which one. Alright, which one did Mochi first raid into my stream on? So yeah, she gave us literally all of her money to be her dad, and we just kind of decided, okay, yeah, alright, I guess, we'll be your dad. Sure, I guess this is what you need. You just need a father figure. She takes that in weird ways. The first fucking thing she does is get Sachi to blow open the lock of our door so she can be there in the morning after we come back for a run to give us breakfast and a good morning kiss. Her good morning kiss is literally knocking the wind out of us, pinning us to the ground, and sloppily making out with us. Have I seen the new Puss in Boots? Hell yeah, I have. And yes, I agree. Great fucking movie. I kind of went into it with just like, this is gonna be a kid's movie kind of thing with a lot of stupid jokes. Forgetting the fact that it is a spin-off of fucking Shrek. Not exactly the most kid movie out there. It has its adult humor and its serious moments, and yeah, I agree. Bad Puss in Boots definitely did. I really, really freaking liked it. All the I won't even... Yeah, I mean, one you could actually call a villain. The other two, I guess you'd call just antagonists. Pretty good. Really good job of advertising too. Glad to see DreamWorks making a comeback. We'll see how it all goes from here. But Puss in Boots was definitely Last Wish was a really good one. Slow to start, but good. Yeah, after the beginning where it's kind of slow, it picks up and it picks up hard. Oh, hold on! You're not gonna shoot a puppy, are you? Yeah, in the face. Why? Such a... Yeah, if anyone has not seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, do yourself a favor and watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I didn't even see the first Puss in Boots film, but I was able to figure out what was going on. The most I can gather is just one character introduced in that movie. Like, the first movie is in this one, but they give you enough to understand what's going on. Hey, you're horrible! Oh, what took you so long, idiot? Oh, it's too fucking good. Too good. That's too good of a movie. A few points just gotta catch you off guard, too. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, Makina sloppily, making out. Well, this is a good morning kiss to her father. That was a thing. After that, we just kind of announced to everybody that, yeah, I'm her father. Big deal. Everyone kind of took it's like, what? Huh? Kind of thing. Eventually kind of devolving into... Yeah, it's like, alright, Makina's my daughter, then Amane cling to our one arm. Being, okay, I'll be the mommy. Sachi cling to the other arm, being, I'll be your maid, and then Sachi trying to gaslight and convince Michiru to be the dog. Saying it's what you want, right? It's just perfect. It just, come on. You know you want to. Bark for us. It's like, what in the fuck? And then them having a big serious discussion of whether or not they approve of it or not. In the end, they did approve of it. While also Amane proving everyone is a fucking masochist, apparently. God, Makina is just... If someone enjoyed it in that way, then... That's a big debate. I am not gonna get into that side of things. Hey, pizza! The beard is back, almost. Yeah, honestly, I've just kind of forgotten to shave. I'm probably gonna shave after stream, in all honesty. I'm kind of liking the clean look. But it didn't take long for this to grow in, but I need to shave it down. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the shave look for a little while. How you doing, pizza? Doing good, good. Glad. Ugh. I have to hear that a fuck ton now. Alright, so, well, I think I've recapped enough. We are a father now. Not Baron stalling to go back to oh my god. Whatever. Is what it is. Is what it is, okay? That's all. That's all. Is what it is. Saw you in Oracle stream the other day, so that made me happy. Yeah, it's a nice little surprise right at the end, seeing you pop in. It's always fun seeing people that watch my streams in other people's. It's pretty cool. It's fun spotting a familiar name just kind of pop. It's like, oh, they're here too. Cool. Small world, right? Back is acting up again. It's been a while since my back's been hurting, so lovely. Let's hope it's just temporary. Probably just from shoveling yesterday, a lot of heavy slushy snow. And then immediately going to work. As soon as I saw your image, okay, that... Okay, you're trying to make me smile too much. You're gonna make my face cramp, man. I should almost, like, try to get a chiropractor appointment or something. That's money. Money I'm not super comfy spending at the moment. I love your smile. Yeah, pizza. It's too early in the morning for this! Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Now we're gonna... Actually, yeah, it's about 20 minutes. That's about right. 20 minutes. About right for me to finally start a game. Give me that fact. Alright. You think about Makina, she's the only route to have all her scenes have the exact same name, Seed of the World Tree. Very interesting choice. I'm hoping there's gonna be a reason for that. Like, it's just randomly just Yggdrasil gonna be name dropped at some point. Well, I mean, we'll find out as I play. Alright, pizza's fact. Pizza's fact. Okay, this is actually something I kind of learned fairly recently, but in Kamen Rider O's, the main writer obviously is Kamen Rider O's, but he has kind of a sort of partner named Ankh, who at least for most of the time is just a floating arm. Fucking possess people to give himself an actual body, just because his body is at the least, at the moment, lost. Initially, they were kind of slowly starting to set him up to, at the very, probably be the final villain of the entire series. Starting out as a sort of helpful, but also very greedy, you know, monster like the ones he's fighting. Because he is one of them. But apparently, kids were buying the toys, and the, like, special little gimmicks of the series. The medals, specifically the cell medals, which are just kind of like generic little coins. They were buying a fuck ton of those from, like, gashapon machines and whatnot, and sending them to Toei's office directly in order to help Ankh have his body again, to have him be complete. Because of this, and how much the fans actually loved Ankh as a character, supposedly, they ended up rewriting the show, making him a villain and giving him a different ending. So they did away with the whole villain aspect. and changed the show just because of fan demand. Yeah, a little surprising, in all honesty. They could I think they could only really get away with this just because O's had a bit more of a fast-paced, rushed filming compared to the previous season, Kamen Rider Double. And that is only because of the season before, Decade, having a much shorter runtime. It ended a lot earlier than most other seasons. Because of that, Double started earlier, but by that point they had most of the show already kind of shot and planned out. So they were able just to go with it. However, because Decade ended earlier, Double, once they finished finishing the last of Double's stuff, they have to immediately work on O's. Like, okay, we gotta do this. So things kind of got rushed, and they were just kind of working it out as they were filming, more or less. So, because of that bit of a rush, and them still trying to adjust to this new filming schedule, they were able to rewrite characters' arcs there. Oh, there you go. There's your fact. Now we load in and see where this takes us. I also need to get a haircut. Oh yeah, also thing I forgot about from the recap. We decided to do a little digging about Makina, specifically asking JB just about her family and whatnot. Her father was like the head of a family, like the head of her family, a very, I guess, very rich and influential family. But he has since died in an accident. Which, well, yeah, it wasn't an accident. It was someone very high up. It didn't appreciate his presence anymore and had him taken out. It wasn't done by Yuji's, company, however. But at the very least, Makina's family has some indirect ties to Ichigaya. Wasn't the head just... Oh, he's just high up? Okay. Oh, I could... okay. Makina is, like, the eldest daughter? Eldest child, and obviously going to be the next head, technically, but she's effectively been disowned. We don't have much on that. JB is going to send as much as she can to Yuji at his request, despite the fact that, well, she's not really supposed to. Oh yeah, they're matriarchal. That's right, that's right. The women are the heads. So yeah, someone didn't appreciate her father's presence anymore and had him killed. Wife and grandmother were the head. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. It's been a few days and I'm just kind of all over the place and trying to recall this. Regardless, though, her father was killed because of reasons. Makina might be the eldest daughter, but she has effectively been disowned, and kind of why she is here at this school to begin with. Like everyone else, they're just kind of put there for reasons. What they are, we don't know yet. JB will send us whatever she can send us, even though she really isn't supposed to send it to us. But we want it just so we can get something of an idea of what the hell's going on. Yeah, there we go. I think a single pastry is more than enough of a snack. Unless you want a Mane bawling you out when you can't eat dinner. In the first place, I'm not too enthusiastic about the whole snacking concept. Eating outside your scheduled meal times throws off your body's rhythms and can contribute to deterioration in overall physical condition. Okay, we get it. You lift. If at all possible, I'd like to teach the girl not to indulge herself except as an occasional reward. Also, if you eat too many of those things, that little round face of yours is going to end up getting even more circular. Enjoy the fact you got a round head. I have a square one. At least a squared face. That's the German heritage for you. I reach out and pinch Makina's puffy little cheeks between my fingers. Her skin's smooth, but sticks tenaciously to my fingers, almost like an infant's. You can tell, just from squeezing her face, that the girl's properly nourished. No doubt, thanks to Amane's thorough nutritional management. Well, the girl's not a fighter pilot or anything, so I suppose putting on a few extra pounds wouldn't pose any real problems. Huh? Her cheeks still pinched between my fingers, Makina mumbles some variety of question. I tilt my head in puzzlement. Something about a 22-gauge riot? We get it, Makina's basically a child. Stop drawing attention to it. That's okay, that's just, yeah. It's a whole other subgenre. Just a whole other thing. People are into it, people aren't. It's, yeah. Just gotta accept it right now. Never heard of a crowd control shotgun with such a strange barrel size. Some new Western model? What, a diet? Well, there's no need to force yourself to lose weight, unless it's posing some inconvenience or health risk. You're all flab because you haven't developed your abdominal muscles. Want to try some simple training with me starting tomorrow? Sachi, when the fuck did you get here? Oh no. She's truly going into the full make-believe of, yeah, I will actually be your maid. Like, truly be your maid. Living with you all the time to be your maid. Oh, fuck. I swear to God, if at any point Michiru is actually, like, on her fucking hands and knees on a fucking leash, I'm done. She was about ready to bark, too. She was about ready to fucking bark in that scene. Not opposed. Let's just say that. Holding her bamboo broom at one side, Sachi bows reverently. Master? Yeah, okay, yeah, she's fully going for it. Oh, we're still doing that, are we?
おかえりなさいませ、お嬢様。お風呂になさいますか？お食事になさいますか？それとも
The fuck like a chicken? What? Like a chicken! Sachi, come on! Why? Why are you offering yourself to Makina? Oh, for fuck's sakes. You two sure get along. Oh my god. Sachi and Makina have always been friendly, of course. But for some reason, something seems a little off today. Can't quite put my thumb on it, but Sachi seems oddly tentative. Almost... there's squawking and messing around like always, but somehow Sachi's treating Makina a little more gingerly than usual. Feels a little artificial somehow, like I'm watching a play. Okay, if it wasn't Makina, I'd be saying hot. Think of England? Why? What? Huh? I think it's a reference to Icy London, Icy... Oh my... That's a fucking stretch if it is. Oh my god. What the fuck? Also, I guess it's Makina just pretending to be a lecherous old man? Whatever. Alright. Yeah, well, just starting it, we're already getting into, you know, sexually assaulting the maid. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Mm-hmm. That's far enough, old man. I have no choice. Well, I figured I needed to stage an intervention before you did something you'd live to regret. And you, Sachi, how about fighting back a little? Look, your underwear's off. God all fucking mighty. Yeah, no shit, I pointed it out. Oh my god.
ご希望がございましたら、日を改めてじっくりとご鑑賞いただける時間をご用意いたしますが。
Oh my fucking god. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll have to pass. Baron, he's our streamer. He can't do it. No one can. I don't know. I couldn't think of something that rhymes with streamer. Thanks for the effort. Same as it ever was, huh? Was it just my imagination after all? I will give it this. Yuji actually is pretty attentive to little details like that, especially in just body language. Again, he was the only one to notice that whenever Michiru actually switched, you know, personalities, even literally seeing them as a different person. It's like Michiru was literally in front of him, but he couldn't see her because the other one was in charge. So it didn't click in his brain that that was Michiru. So him seeing something like that, how there's something slightly different about how Sachi interacts with Makina is very, very consistent with his character. Baron, he's our man! If he can't do it, great! Hey Nick, how's it going? Yeah, that's definitely something. Yuji is definitely can read people's body language and everything very well for stuff like that. That has definitely been consistent throughout so far. So so it isn't his imagination. Sachi is definitely treating Makina a little differently. I'm gonna assume because of the big group discussion they had. That's my guess, though. And well, I just read the video title and was going to ask. That's why you left me. I did not think of it that way. Poor decision on my point. But hey, it gets people interested, like, wait, what? Yeah, no, not actually a dad. Just the in-game thing. The 3 days off is literally because I just couldn't. I could not stream because of work. That was all. Which is kind of going to repeat next week as well. But I'll get into that at the end of stream. 3 days without... Damn! God damn! Sorry. Just checking some stuffs. There we go. It's all good now. Charge this later. Or so I thought. But now it's Michiru's turn.
ほらマキナ、あんたが読みたがってた漫画貸してあげる。あ、いいの？悪いね、デドリヒ。誰がデドリヒよ。おかしく言いながら読んでベタベタにすんじゃないわよ。
That's only so. Oh my god.
ありがとう。大丈夫。すぐ読んじゃうから。
Good as her word, Makina drops herself right down onto the lobby sofa and begins flipping through the manga, swinging her slippers loosely back and forth from the tips of her toes. Hmm? You need something?
私はあんたの娘に漫画を貸してあげたんだよ。なんか言うことあるんじゃないの？
Sure. Thanks?
ちょっと、ありがとうってそんだけ？
What else do you want me to do?
別に、あんたが私の頭撫でたかったら、撫でてもいいんだからね。
What?
勘違いしないでよね。別にあんたに撫でてもらおうと思って漫画用意したわけじゃないんだからね。
Okay. Yeah, let's pet you on the head, because you're a dog, right? Woof woof. Don't quite follow the logic there, but I think I get the general idea. When I casually reach out toward Michiru's head, the girl twitches like a startled rabbit and quickly takes a defensive posture. What kind of incoherent thought process leads you to ask for a pat on the head, and try to ward it off? Ignoring Michiru's tense body language, I grab hold of her cranium like an NBA player seizing a ball, and proceed to roughly scratch my fingers through her hair. Wow. That had to have literally been something the localizer put in. I highly doubt the original said it as like an NBA player. I was curious what the original did say there, of how he grabbed her head. That I would love to find out, but it'd be kind of hard to find out. Maybe. Nah, probably wouldn't be too hard. It would just be annoying to find. Trying to find the original script and maybe seeing a direct translation and piecing it together from there. Look like, damn, I got you going. I know, I'm fine with that kind of thing. That's just funny seeing just the an NBA player. It's just there. My guess is it would probably be something that was a much more Japanese-centric a sport. Trying to think of exactly what one, but can't really think. Can't really come up with anything. Still. Whatever it was, swapping it to NBA players seizing a ball is still good. It keeps the same idea. Presumably. Appreciate it, Michiru. It's not like this is the first time Michiru's acted strangely. Once again, I felt something slightly off about her behavior this evening. And it's not just Sachi and Michiru. Normally, Sakaki excuses herself post-haste the instant Makina's in the vicinity, but for some reason, she's staying put today. Sakaki, my friend, why are you here?
おかしなことを言うのね。私がロビーで本を読むのはそんなに珍しい？
No, not really, but normally you'd flee once Makina arrives.
騒がしくなると落ち着いて本が読めないから席を外すだけよ。逃げているわけではないわ。それに
Sakaki shoots Makina a glance out of the corner of her eye. The girl sitting quietly on the sofa, knees folded in front of her, restlessly moving her eyes right and left across Michiru's manga.
本を読んでいる間はイリスさんも無害だし。
That was fast. How did I fucking called that one. Am I just slowly becoming Yuji, able to predict what he says? Actually, I don't want to become Yuji. I don't want to be a misogynistic piece of shit. Ugh. Baron is visual novel protag confirmed. Bruh. I'm gonna get the bad end. I get no one. That's my visual novel. I fail. All paths lead to failure. It's a VN gum dam. Okay, if I'm a fucking visual novel protagonist and it's a Gundam-themed protagonist, I am fucked. Guess what? Gundam and love stories don't usually end well. Especially in the Universal Century. Oh, you happen to like someone? Well, I'm sure one or both of you are going to end up dying horribly. Scarring the other person for life. Yeah, Gundam's dark as shit. It's a war story for a reason. It's supposed to highlight the, the horrors and atrocities and tragedies of war. Not just, ooh, cool robot fight. I mean, that's a bonus, but at the end of the day, the message is supposed to be war bad. We'll probably get a lot more of that when I eventually, and I mean eventually, start Generation Genesis. I have it in PS4 now at the very least. But have you tried any visual novels made by Ubisoft? They're pretty wholesome with good romance. You can't stream them because they're spicy, but I think you'd enjoy them. I suggest Senran. Oh, they're the people that make like the Senran Kagura games? Ubisoft. I could be wrong about that stuff, though. Music collection. Oh, no, they're not. I just saw Senran and immediately thought of Senran Kagura and all that. Oh, they only have, like, a few. Let's see what the tags for this say on here. Visual novel, casual, adventure, anime, NSFW. Alright, I'm sold. Yeah, definitely wouldn't be able to stream any of that. At least not on Twitch. Oh, the good old Discord stream. You had me at spicy. I'll see you on Discord. Nice. In all honesty, this is the spiciest VN I've done so far, but that list is very small, so yeah, it's kind of beating out like fucking everything. It beats out all the other two. But yeah, they're good old spicy fun romance. Ah, nice. Might have to check them out later at some point then. And if I think they're good enough, maybe I can recommend it to my other friend. She likes reading through visual novels in general. The middle of a real one called Sabado the Witch, also name of them. Okay. Okay. I have to make a note of that. Get rid of that. There. And by millions upon millions of pages of in OneNote. So much random stuff in them. I gotta cut down this stuff and do a lot of other things with this. I really gotta organize all my everything. Especially on this computer. Like, all the stuff I have for stream that I use all the time, like, just everything. I just have it in one big folder, just called stuff. It's a big it's a problem. It's just a mess of folders and pictures and shit. It's like nothing is organized at all. I keep scrolling through it to find one specific thing, and it takes me like 5 minutes. I've really got to organize it. That's where all my, I believe I got all my music, sound effects and stuff in there, maybe. Actually, I think it might all still be sitting inside my downloads folder. I'm gonna have to fix that. I will say, if you want the research material scenes that are in them, you gotta download a free patch that takes like 2 seconds. I like free. Oh, god damn, I'm so tired.
チルチル、これの続きは？
Michiru's not around anymore. Gave her a little pat on the head, after which she squeaked, "Bye!" and ran off at a sprint for some unknown reason. Probably back in her room, I guess?
もう、読み足りないのよさ。たい焼きしかり、漫画しかり。今日は何かと不足しがちな日だね。
仕方がないわね。だったらこれでも読みなさい。
Either there's no 18 plus patch for Grisaia games on Steam, had to download a whole separate version of the damn game. Yeah. But I mean, the thing is with that, doesn't Steam have its own original, like, CGs and stuff added on top? So I mean, they're technically 2 different things. They replaced the 18 plus stuff with just some extra CGs, some Steam exclusives, so that's something. I mean, come on, going back to the Sachi route with them in the fucking bath together and her behind him with her arms wrapped around him. I wonder why her arms are wrapped around this naked man. I wonder what those hands are doing. Might be something missing from this scene. We'll never know. Yeah, it does have extra CGs. I'm sure somebody out there has made some kind of version of this where they managed to meld the two. You get the 18 plus and the Steam exclusives. There has to be. People have dissected like visual novels so much at this point that they can do whatever they want. Yes.
お、何？また BL？
BL?
またって何よ。私だっていつも BL を読んでいるわけでは。
Oh, but you do read BL.
じゃああれか？主人公のパッとしない女の子が不自然なまでにイケメンにモテまくるやつ？
そうよ。今日はそっち系よ。嫌なら読まなくてもいいのよ。
ああ、読む読む。ボンプが口開けて待ってるだけでイケメンが寄ってくる怪奇小説読まして。
その口ぶりには釈然としないものがあるけれど。まあいいわ。読ませてあげるから静かにするのよ。
Hey, Sakaki, tell me something.
何かしら。
What is this BL of which you speak? I did hear Europeans are fairly easy games to code. I was able to do a little goofy mod of Doki. Oh god. DDLC has so many mods. So many mods. People have managed to do some pretty cool things with it. A lot of good storytelling. Actually, a little nuts. But hey, Dan Salvato managed to, you know, inspire a crap ton of people. Yeah. Nick, you got it. You got it. BL stands for Bull Lasagna. She was reading a book about how to make the perfect lasagna with a beef stuffing. You got it. You're like... Dude, you're fucking genius. Back.
それは
Damn it, Mochi. Yes, smother me in BL, everybody. That's what I want. Oh god, out of context, that is so bad. Bo?
うるさいわね。読書中は静かにしなさい。
Huh? Wait, what did I do this time? Oh my god, he literally doesn't know what BL is. I'd ask if he was living under a rock, but no, he lived on the rock. A mountain, specifically. I'm sure.
BL2 はあれよ。男の子同士で爽やかにイチャイチャする本のことなのよさ。
ほほほ。
説明しなくてもいいのよ。
ユミちゃんはいっつも面白い本を読んでるのよ。この前借りた犬の本とか面白かったのよさ。
Dog book, ayo? A dog book? Like a photo collection of puppies or something?
ちげえのよ。犬が主人公
Oh.
の小説なのよさ。
Okay.
犬の視点でお話が書かれてて、軍用犬として
Oh.
わざと植えさせられて育てられた犬のお話なのね。最後はちょっと感動するのよ。
Okay. Oh. Like Makina says, Sakaki's taste in literature is more broad than you might think. Even now, I'm still surprised by the stuff I find picking through her leftovers. But at any rate, they do say military dogs have to be constantly starving for something. Can't be relied on otherwise.
でね、勲章をたくさんもらって退役した軍用犬が普通の家庭にもらわれていて、最後はその家の女の子をかばって。
Spoilers!
ちょっと本のネタバレはマナー違反よ。
あ、そうか。ごめんよ。
あなたはそっちでおとなしく本でも読んでいなさい。まったく。
I'm a little surprised.
何が？
Seeing you have a halfway normal conversation with Makina. Yumiko done read the whole Goosebumps backlog. I mean, those are just good, fun books. Those are fun. I watched the first movie. I loved R.L. Stein, played by Jack Black, and then at the end we have the janitor, Mr. Black, played by R.L. Stein.
私だっていつもいじられているばかりというわけではないわ。それにあなたが思っているほど私はイリスさんを嫌っているわけじゃないのよ。
The Goosebumps show is the ultimate so bad it's good experience. Oh my god. Come on, the Ghost Beach! Oh no, the kids were ghosts the whole time! And they're eating dogs, apparently. Oh my god. Fucking Ghost Beach. God. I actually like the shows better than the movie. Yeah, I mean, this show obviously is gonna go for longer because it's not constrained to, like, what was it, like 2 hours? Got some decent adaptations of some actual books, and I think there were a few originals thrown in there as well. It is very so bad it's good with the child acting. Oof. But you'd never expect what the twist is ever gonna be. It's like, you never know what the hell the actual twist is in those damn books. It's actually rather impressive the things a man could come up with. Oh god, freaking eyes itching. I see.
まあ苦手だというのは否定はしないけれど。
Everyone has a difficult time dealing with Makina. Sounds complicated. I've heard that R.L. Stein IRL is actually a pretty messed up individual. Maybe? I don't know that much about him in IRL. I have no idea. I don't think mean like he's a bad person, or if he's just not all there in the head. Yeah, most I've heard is he's probably a little high on himself. And despite the fact a lot of people have come out and said, yeah, I've ghost-written a few books, Goosebumps books for him, he just flat out says, no, I wrote all of them. All me. Original idea. So he's not exactly humble in that regard. But I can't say for sure. Ooh. Seriously, though, what's going on here? I have the distinct feeling every last one of our classmates are being strangely kind to Makina today.
うわー、食った食った。もうお腹いっぱいなのよさ。
You really gobble that down. Did you even chew before you swallowed?
つーかマキナ、あんたまだ残ってるじゃないのよ。ちゃんと全部。
もうお腹いっぱいなのよさ。見ろ、このお腹を。
うわ、ぽっこり。
だろう？これ以上食べたらタヌキフェチにモテモテになっちゃうのよさ。
Oh my god.
もう仕方がないな。ユージが完食させるからだよ。
Gave her one thing! Whatever. Yeah, my bad.
まあいいわよ。マキナ、あんたはお風呂入ってきなさい。
うっしゃ、パパ一緒に入ろう。頭洗って。
あんた、女湯にユージを連れ込む気？食器片付けるの終わったら後で私が洗ってあげるから、あんたは先に行ってなさい。アヒル以外のおもちゃ持ち込んじゃダメよ。まったく、こんなに残してもったいない。
With a single remorseful sigh, Amane begins to tidy up the tableware in a vaguely motherly manner. Every few seconds, she absent-mindedly grabs a little of Makina's leftover food and tosses it in her mouth. Now I get it.
ん？何が？
That oversized body of yours. Makina's leftovers are clearly to blame.
あれ？私食べてた？
Completely unconscious, huh? No wonder he ended up that way.
ああ、いや、私ってさ、食べ物を残すのってどうしても許せなくて。
We know the real reason. We know the real reason. Nothing to be ashamed of. But given that, you sure let Makina off the hook awfully easy today. Normally, Amane'd force the girl to finish her food, even if it meant enduring hours of begging and whining. For some reason, every last one of you people seems to have gone soft on Makina today. Did something happen while we weren't around?
不器用な子が多いからな。何かあったってわけじゃないんだけど、まあ、あったのかな。
Reading Amane's route makes her mannerisms hit different. Yep! And also seeing how, you know, Sachi acts. And even Michiru. Again, when you're playing through a visual novel and have already done someone's route, you'll never view them the same way again when you go on another person's route. You'll notice all the little things. Just be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, or this makes sense. Oh, that's why they do this. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I brought it up, like, while I was playing Katawa Shoujo, and when I was going through Doki Doki Blue Skies. And just how everything... You notice things very, very, you know... differently. You look at things very differently after a route, and on somebody else's. You see little things here and there's like, oh, okay. If you had done the routes in a different order, you would notice different things. It's, yeah. After you go through one route, you'll never be able to view the game the same way again. You'll never be able to go into another route in that same game with a clean slate.
あんたとマキナがそういう関係になったってことで、今日の放課後に賛成か否かってみんなで話し合ったのよ。
Not a lot of lesser VNs can claim they make you notice small details like that. Yeah, true, very true. At the very least, even if they don't have little details about them in their routes, you're not going to view that character the same way. You'll know what's truly going on with them if there's something going on. You get that little bit more of history, and that's going to influence how you see them in everyone else's routes. Like, I mean, we have to go through Makina's route, knowing what Amane has gone through, knowing what Sachi has gone through, and knowing what Michiru has gone through. Like, if I had started with Makina, I wouldn't have noticed her, wouldn't have actually made any kind of comment about her just casually eating. Ah. So that's why you all vanished so abruptly.
まあね。で、話し合いの結果はおおむね賛成ってことで、みんなで生ぬるく見守ることが決まったのよ。
That more or less part bothers me a little, but everyone approved?
こういうことに慣れてない子たちばっかりだからね。どう対処していいのかわからないってのが正直なところなんじゃないかな。
It's cool too, because they write it in a way that if you don't have prior knowledge, it's super easy to just gloss it over because they think it's such a small thing to even printer. But exactly. Exactly. If you know beforehand, it's a nice little hint in detail to their route. If you don't know, it's just one of those things that you can just say, okay, just character quirk. That's all. It still works either way. It's like, oh yeah, that's just a fun little quirk. Back.
とりあえず邪魔してやろうって考えているような子はいないよ。
No kidding. That's something to be grateful for.
ユージはさ、マキナのために頑張るって決めたんでしょ。だったら誰も邪魔なんかしないよ。
I see.
男が一旦こうと決めたなら簡単に投げ出すんじゃないぞ。わかった？ん？
I'll bear that in mind. With that, the conversation ceases, and I simply watch Amane from behind as she quietly cleans the dishes. From far away, there's the piercing sound of a siren. Instantly, beads of cold sweat form on my brow. With an odd sense of detachment, I find myself reflecting on my newfound devotion to something other than the national interest. A dog raised for his country, trying to accomplish something of its own free will? Hard to imagine that can amount to much anything. Yeah, to anything much. I forgot I could use these thanks to the follower emote upgrade. Oh yeah, that is a thing. You can use follower emotes anywhere now. So long as you're subbed to the channel in general. So it's like basically extra tier 1 sub emotes. Which I mean is not a bad thing at all. I'm just looking at them all. I love the Michiru one. No Makina emote because oh, Lord. Fucking Makina, man. I'm just gonna check an email account real quick. Just want to make sure nothing's come in that I need to know about. Not what I wanted to do. There, we good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I suppose it has to be more meaningful than getting some cheap metal pinned on your collar. For some reason, the burning wave of nausea seems to recede a little more easily than usual. In all things, the fundamentals are what matter most, followed closely by experience. Or so my master used to tell me. When the shit really hits the fan and you're lying face down in the mud about ready to just give up, your fundamental physical strength and the mental toughness you've gained on the battlefield are what allow you to pull yourself up again and keep struggling forward. I guess her way of thinking must have rubbed off on me at some point. At the time, I absolutely hated that brutal exercise routine she imposed on me. But now I feel downright uneasy if I miss even a single day. Hearing a vaguely dopey cry of distress from behind, I slow to a halt and look back down the road. Sachi's jogging sluggishly toward me with one arm around Makina's shoulder, practically dragging the girl along. In between gasps of breath, the maid morosely mumbles, "Although we're 3 laps behind." Meanwhile, Makina collapses to her hands and knees, whimpering pitifully. Oh my god. Amazing. I think Michiru had like the same kind of experience, feeling like she wanted to die. Then again, someone with, you know, a transplanted heart probably shouldn't be stressing it too much. Well, I mean, she did anyway. All of them did. To be fair, that'd be me. Same. New sound alert. You know what? You gave me a good idea there, Nick. Later, I'm gonna replay this sound specifically while recording, without the background music. I will isolate the and make that an alert, just because. Just because. I find it funny enough. Oh, hell yeah! Yeah, that should just play it again, right? Yes!
気持ち悪い。朝っぱらからいきなり走るのはきついのよ。横っ腹が痛い。ブイー。
Oh, isn't it? It's probably just so immature and dumb, but I love it anyway. Ooh, back. Just sitting in a fucking chair. Clutching her twitching stomach and moaning like an out-of-tune trombone, Makina stares up at me with eyes full of bitter reproach. But she's the one who declared a war on blubber and demanded to tag along with my running from now on. Don't see how she has anyone but herself to blame.
いきなり5キロはさすがに無理がありましたね。
Was it? As someone who runs a full 16 kilometers every single morning, 5 seemed like a pretty generous concession on my part. Hell, the routine was even tougher back in my old school. We'd all get drummed out of bed at 6 in the morning and gather in front of the dorm for roll call, followed by a sprint to the warehouse to receive a 3.5 kilogram weight, which we would proceed to lug around for the duration of a mandatory 16-kilometer run. Damn. And when, eager to ditch our aggravating burdens, we finally caught sight of the exercise ground designated as our goal, the relief would often only last for a moment. When the squad leader was in a bad mood, he'd instantly bellow out, "Right face!" to send us running back to the dorm, still carrying the damn weights. More often than not, there'd be another right face waiting for us when we got there. On top of all that, every time he randomly blew his shrill little whistle, we were expected to break into an all-out sprint, so it was near impossible to pace ourselves. Oh yeah, dude, 16 kilometer, no biggie. Yuji, what kind of enhanced superhumans do you think we are? Batman. He thinks everyone's Batman. On the other hand, I guess it's not a reasonable standard of comparison. It's nothing. You're right. Let's focus on getting you two able to run a single decent lap around the school. It's only 3.2 kilometers or so.
ですね。まずはそれぐらいを目指しましょう。
あまねみたいなパーフェクトボディを目指して頑張るのよさ。
You got a long way to go for that. Well, I'd have a hard time calling Amane perfect in terms of body fat percentage, but whatever. She's fucking fine, dude. Amane's fine how she is. Like, ugh. Whatever. It's just Yuji being Yuji. Fucking guy. For starters, how about wearing some vaguely appropriate clothing? I could have at least thrown on sneakers and a sweatshirt or something. Sweatshirt? Sneakers? Nah, gotta go with the maid outfit. And whatever the hell Makina's wearing. Is that all a single piece? Might be. Oh.
だってパパは軽く走るって言ったのよさ。
Even so, casual clothes and boots aren't exercise gear. On top of which, you haven't shined those boots lately, have you? I should be able to see my face in those things. If this was my old school, you'd be doing 200 push-ups right about now.
ああ、それはボロい方がかっこいいってあまねさんが言ってましたので、わざと磨いていないんですよ。
I mean, to each their own on how you want your boots. But if you're military, you gotta shine those fuckers. Not that you're any better. Still in a maid uniform, as always.
はい、これは運動用のメイド服です。
Of course. Of course, it's a specialized one. Like her special maid outfit for the beach. And for running and however the other fucking variant she had in her route. Till she finally started wearing other clothes. I mean... maids are top tier, but still.
速乾性に優れた特許技術、ウルトラドライマックス素材でできていて、気化熱の作用によって体温の上昇を素早く緩和してくれるのです。コンセプトは裸より涼しいだそうです。
Oh my fucking god. Tell me something, Sachi. Just how many different maid uniforms do you own?
そうですね。通常用のインターメディエイト、運動用のアクティブ、夏季略装のトロピカル、冬季寒冷地仕様のヘビーゾーンに、ボート鎮圧用のアサルト、医療従事用の白いメイド服のメディック、冠婚葬祭および慰霊式典参加用のコンサバティブの計7種類があります。
Why do you have a counterinsurgency maid outfit? God damn it. Wait. What was that? Counterinsurgency?
はい、何でも強化アラミド繊維で縫製されているそうで、試したことはありませんが、9ミリ程度の銃弾なら苦もなく受け止める上に、
Bulletproof maid outfit. Okay. You never know when you might need it. You should never need it. I shouldn't be sending a fucking maid to deal with, you know, insurgency. What the hell?
かねてより弱点として指摘されていた鋭利な刃物による刺突にも対応した新素材を採用したそうですよ。
And it's it's fucking Kevlar. Okay. 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 She's got the bat suit of fucking maid outfits, apparently. What kind of a battle maid would need a uniform like that? I mean, where'd you even buy that thing?
それは私が特注で作らせたのよさ。
Oh, because of course you did. Why?
いえ、最初はネット通販でメイド服を買おうとしてたんですけれど、1万円で売られているものもあれば18万円もするものもあって、お値段がピンキリでして。
Fucking god.
んでね、どれ買えばいいかわかんねえっつうから、迷った時はいっちゃいいの買っときゃいいんじゃねってことでね。最初はユミちゃんちの出入り業者に頼んだんだけど、そのなんつうの、
榊さんの家の家政婦さんはメイド服ではなくて喫茶店のウェイトレスさんの服のようなものを採用されていまして、業者の方もメイド服は作ったことがないとおっしゃられまして。
Huh.
で仕方ないから私の家の知り合いのアパレル業者にオーダーで一式作ってもらったのよさ。
ところがその発注した業者というのがフライトジャケットや腕時計なんかを作って軍に納入している業者でして。
Okay. So all of a sudden, you ended up with a bunch of mil-spec maid uniforms, huh?
そういうことなのよさ。アサルト装備にはバイオテロにも対応可能なガスマスクもセットになってて、とってもお得なのよ。
So they went to a literal, like, military designer, told, make me some maid uniforms, and he just said, I'll take that challenge. Okay. Clearly he got paid good money and is good at his craft. To go from flight jackets to fucking bulletproof maid uniforms. Holy hell. I feel like he just also had an extra gas mask sitting around. I was like, I don't need this. Throw it in with the rest. And when is she gonna use that exactly?
コンタミネーションレベル8以上の大気汚染度の高いおトイレなどを掃除するときに大活躍します。
Okay, when someone, like, when someone, you know, goes to Chipotle. Gas mask, eh? I remember getting drilled on putting those things on quickly back at my old school. Guess it was back in middle school when they started that. I remember clumsily pulling an M40 over my face, then being forced to run a marathon with it on. Pretty rough, even by their standards. Even after returning to Japan, I trained numerous times with a Model 4 protective mask. Usually this involved rushing into a tent full of insecticide fumes. The instructor would bellow, "Situation! Gas!" as we fumble to get the mask out of our waist pouches and onto our faces in 8 seconds or less. Not the most exciting training, but simple skills like that can easily make the difference between life and death in the field. After ejecting the gas inside the mask and confirming an airtight seal, we'd pair off with our buddy and make sure theirs was really on properly. At this point, it's kind of a fond memory.
甚だ失礼かとは存じますが、一つ立ち入った質問をしてもよろしいでしょうか。
Okay, where's she going with this? What do you want to know?
風見さんが以前在籍していらした学校とは一体どのような学校なのでしょうか。
Hell.
それは私も前々から気になってたのよさ。
What kind of a place? Kind of a tricky question, but let's see. I put a hand on my chin to consider the matter, turning my eyes away from Sachi's curious gaze. I was what they call a self-supporting student. I was already working at a middle school age, but since I was still in the compulsory education period, my employer was kind enough to send me to school at night. That employer I mentioned was an international enterprise with its headquarters in the States, so naturally the school they paid for me to attend was American as well. I spent the first half of junior high in San Diego, California. Then for the latter half, I was moved to Quantico, Virginia. When they finally decided to ship me back to the Japanese branch, I ended up getting transferred to yet another school over here. Hell of a transition, actually. Nothing at all like how things were in America. Less of a pain in the ass, in that people weren't inviting me to barbecues every weekend, but you could really see the difference in how seriously the students approached it. Bruh, I'd go to a fucking barbecue almost every weekend if I could. Huh? Free food and beer? I'm in. More for the barbecue aspect. I'm not much of a drinker, in all honesty. Don't drink too much. Maybe have an occasional one or two. I can't even remember the last time I drank. It's been a little while. Enjoy the Pataroo while you can, pizza. I'm going to be retiring it at the end of January until next holiday season. It's a seasonal emote. It don't make sense for St. Patty's Day to have, Pataroo around. I'll keep it on Discord, however. It will still... I think I have it as a Discord emote. Do I have it as a Discord emote? I have to now check. Ah, I do. Good. It'll still be a Discord emote, do not worry. It's just it'll be retired on Twitch until, basically December of 2023. That's a fun little, seasonal thing. Check. Okay, Ginger hasn't retired hers yet. She probably will soon. That's kind of the idea I got from the streamer who made all my other emotes. She also has a Pataroo that I believe she just does only seasonally. I could be wrong, though. Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
具体的にはどのように違ったのでしょうか。
Not easy to explain, but maybe this will give you a general idea. In America, the whole point was training us to be useful in the field, where Japan is all about training us to pass the tests. Basically, in Japan, the inspections were the only thing anybody cared about.
検閲
There's something like a test. If it wasn't on the test, they really didn't give a damn. They'd give us a little hands-on experience, but rarely bothered to explain what we were supposed to be learning. At worst, they taught us outright nonsense. About the only things America and Japan had in common were the crew cuts and the shitty food. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I crave MREs. For the very few times I ever did any kind of like outdoor things with the thing I was part of, and we had just, MREs, so a lot of them were actually pretty good, in all honesty. I've been tempted to order a few online just to have. I can eat them right out of the packet, or I can boil them to heat them up. My choice. Always a fan of the Mexican rice. Always stay away from the cheese omelet, though. Stay away from the cheese omelet. Yeah, not good. Number one, it looks like actual plastic. And number two, you ain't gonna be feeling good for the next few days. Let's just say your pipes ain't gonna enjoy it. But yeah, in all honesty, MREs, I like them. They're good. They're actually pretty good. But I mean, at the end of the day, that stuff is literally just supposed to give you what your body needs for the day. That's all they're there for. So if they taste like shit, oh well. Taste doesn't factor into calories and whatnot. If they can make it taste good, cool. Bonus. Cheese omelet looks so yummy. Would a cheese omelet look yummy if it was shrink wrapped inside of a big plastic container, which is then put inside a small cardboard box? And has been sitting in there for God knows how long? Probably not. Yes? Alright, we're different peeps then. Wait, no. It literally looks like a hunk of yellow plastic. It's like, is this thing actually edible? It is edible, but again, yeah, the plummet ain't gonna be happy, both the real and yours.
それは何と言いますか。お勤めご苦労様です。
I made a grilled cheese, the fried egg inside yesterday. Now you're making me want grilled cheese. Love grilled cheese. Probably gonna make it again today. Do it up. Do it up. Make that there grilled cheese. In some ways, we're already eating small bits of plastic anyway. Yeah. Yeah, they have been finding microplastics inside, well, literally inside people's lungs now. So that's a problem. Well, I mean, one generation had their lungs full of lead, one generation had their lungs full of asbestos, and now this generation has their lungs full of microplastics. Lovely, right? We're all gonna get screwed up in some way. Yes, grilled cheese is so good. What is microplastics? It's exactly what you think it is. What you might think it is. Literally like small, tiny particles of actual plastic. Small enough that we can inhale them. And consume, and we just wouldn't realize. Think stuff like sawdust and and whatnot, but plastic in this case. Can't wait for the robots to take over. Bruh, a robot can't even solve a CAPTCHA. They ain't gonna take over shit. Tell those who are ready for the zombie apocalypse. What about when aliens invade? We have a three-way brawl between robots, zombies, and aliens? I'd consider watching that movie. Well, it's not like I was actually in the service or anything.
でも普通の学校じゃないよね。
I've been feeling a little unsure about our point of reference in that area for a while now. Mind if I ask you two something as well?
どうぞ。
Is this Mihama Academy of ours a normal school? Just make peace with the aliens? Yeah, true, we could. It could be benevolent, or it could be benevolent. Then again, it could be malevolent, just wanted to take over, because that's just what they do. And again, we got a lot of fucked up animals on this planet, so I don't think they'd be prepared. I saw an entire Tumblr thing going through how an alien invasion would go while dealing with all the animals on the planet. Like bears and hippos and so many things out here that are gonna kill you. Australia is just a death zone for anything that is not a human. I mean, if you are a human, it is also technically a death zone. All the shit that's there. Ugh. I don't want to go there at all. Are you kidding me? Remember a fucking big ass deadly. Yeah. Also that. No, thank you. Arachnophobe here. I hate fucking spiders. And now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to be picturing them for a little while, so that's lovely. I'm sorry, I just quickly looked at something and laughed my ass. Oh, God. Think of grilled cheese. It'll eventually pass. I'll get distracted by something. It's all good.
なんて答えにくいことを聞くんだよ、パパ。
A nice tomato soup and grilled cheese. It's a cheat. Well, if the question seems awkward, I guess the answer's clear enough.
こういった表現が正しいのかどうかは分かりませんが、私たちが普通に通えている時点でもう普通からは大きく逸脱しているような気もします。
そもそも普通の子は入学してこないのよさ。
So you're actually aware you're not normal, huh?
そりゃそうよ。それに私が普通の子じゃないからパパはパパになってくれたんでしょ。
Guess you might be right about that. It's largely because of Makina's overwhelming, this kid's hopeless aura that I've developed my initial interest in her. The more we talked, the more I realized just how badly she needed someone to set her straight. And in time, her sheer cheerful obliviousness inspired an uneasy variety of protective feelings. What's this girl going to do with me without me around? Didn't exactly have myself down as the nurturing type. But maybe the way I've had defending the nation beaten into my bones is part of the reason I felt the need to protect this carefree, air-headed creature. But that doesn't mean you can just sit back and rely on me. True safety is only possible through accurate situational awareness, moderate caution, and readiness to defend yourself when push comes to shove. Sure, plenty of people sit back and take the protection of others for granted. Easy enough to become a spectator to your own life, throwing tomatoes and booing when things go wrong. But we're going to take a different approach. While protecting you, I'll shape you into a woman with the skill and confidence to solve even the most difficult problems on your own. No whining. If you want to call yourself my daughter, then you're going to become the best of the best. Bear in mind that your failure is my shame. Do I make myself clear? If you understand, then respond. Did you just say ninja? Alright then. Let's start with 30 sit-ups. Oh my fucking god. Great, he's playing soldier again. Ranger Komine, you're Ranger Idasu's buddy. Assist her. Oh my god. For fuck's sakes. Can we go one route without him forcing someone to, like, work out? Whatever. After spreading out on a mat on the ground, Makina plunks herself down on her back and bends her knees. Sachi quickly kneels down to hold her ankles steady. Her eyes burning with determination, the girl links her hands behind her head and attempts her first sit-up, but... Despite several seconds of intense effort, she only succeeds in wriggling around on the ground impotently. Eventually, the girl releases her head and reaches both trembling arms straight out towards Sachi. But this too proves ineffective at getting her upper body off the ground.
Maki-chan, しっかり。まだ一回もできてないよ。
God damn, Makina, I can do fucking sit-ups. What's all this then? Were my instructions unclear? I didn't tell you to practice your telekinesis, did I? Let's see a damn sit-up already! Show me what you got!
1ミリも動いてませんね。それに今、ブゴって言いました。
Don't really care about that, but... Makina, you can't even manage a single sit-up? Guess I shouldn't be surprised, but seriously.
現代っ子なんてこんなものなのよさ。
That really how it is?
自分はできるでありますよ。
In that case, let's have you show us how it's done. Makina, switch places with Sachi. After a little more squirming around, Makina pushes herself up off the ground and switches places with Sachi.
何回ぐらいやればよろしいでありますか?
How about 30 for starters? Shout "Hooah!" from the pit of your stomach on the way up. Helps focus your body on working the abdominal muscles.
わかりました。では始めるであります。レンジャー、レンジャー、レンジャー。
Okay, they're clearly just saying ranger. Whatever. Huh. Sachi repeats her sit-ups with the remarkably regular rhythm of a wind-up toy. It'd be insulting to even compare this effort to Makina's. But even by more general standards, it's quite the respectable pace for a young woman. Keep this up for about 30 reps, and she'd be right up there with your average, whack girl. What the hell's whack? Or WAC? Oh, Women's Army Corps. Okay, that makes sense. But my admiration proves short-lived. After passing 20, Sachi's pace begins to slow perceptuously. Okay. What's wrong? Run out of momentum already? Some maid you are! Is that all your devotion to your master amounts to? Don't disillusion me! Get some guts, damn it! Guts! God damn. As my abuse rains down from above, Sachi bites her lower lip fiercely.
Sucked up! Beast up!
What the fuck? You're a chap yourself, you know?
それにビッチは甘ねえなのよさ。
Okay, that does it. Go have Amani give you a nice hard punch. On the double.
なんでだよ。
Is this girl under the impression that the term bitch means something along the lines of sexy and cool?
30回終わりました。レンジャー。
Alright. Not exactly earning your salary, but a respectable effort. At the very least, it's 30 better than a certain doughy little pastry face managed.
ひでえ言われようだな。
Why are you laughing? You understand I'm talking about you, right? I knew that most of our students were indoor types, but to be honest, I hadn't imagined things would be quite this awful. Not that I'm planning to start running my mouth about how soft kids are these days, especially considering I'm still in that category myself, but...
マキちゃんの場合、入院生活が長かったこともありますし、まずは人並みの体力を取り戻すところから始めるのがよろしいかと。
That would explain it. You have a point. In that case, I guess strengthening the cardiovascular system comes first.
おう、任せろ。こう見えてもハートが強いってよく言われるのよさ。
I think they're probably just trying to find a nice way to say completely brazen, but whatever. Well, anyway, let's go with some light cardio. No reason to stress those flimsy little joints, so... I'm thinking biking would be the best choice. Of course, I don't plan to have the girl push herself up between two desks and pedal the empty air. So we're gonna need an appropriate bike.
自転車でしたら私が持ってますよ。
Of course you do. Is it small enough for Makina to use as well?
はい、ミニベロと呼ばれる小径車なので、マキちゃんでも大丈夫かと。
What the hell's a mini bellow? Oh, okay. It's just literally a small bike. Okay.
折りたたみもできて、とっても可愛らしい自転車なので、きっとマキちゃんにお似合いです。
ああ、あれな。メイド服にセットでついてきたやつな。
Of course it came with the fucking maid uniform. A maid uniform and bike set?
はい。何でもパラシュート降下時に胸の前に爆体で固定して使用するそうで、敵地での偵察任務において抜群の機動力を発揮することができるとの触れ込みです。
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is this designer a little off in the head or something? So what kind of hellish environments are these maids supposed to be working in?
風見さんは前時代的です。メイドが給仕だけしていればいい時代はとっくに終わったんですよ。
As far as I knew, we hadn't reached the age in which maids are expected to suppress insurgents or perform solo recon missions behind enemy lines. Did something happen to Japan while I was away? Well, whatever. In any case, Makina, let's get you started on some aerobatic exercise with the bike. Aerobic. Where'd I get aerobatic? What the hell? That's probably not even a word. It's aerobic.
自転車乗ったことない。
Oh my god. Say what?
乗 だから私自転車に乗ったことないのよさ。運転手さんいたし、車があったから乗る必要とかなかったし、誰も乗り方教えてくれなかったしな。
Alright, father-daughter bonding time. Gonna teach her how to ride a bike. I see. It's extremely easy to forget when you're looking at this stumpy little dough face. But come to think of it, Makina's technically a little miss. Not really that surprising that she wasn't biking around all over the place. Guess we'll have to start with teaching it to ride then. As I massage the corners of my eyes, Makina thrusts her right hand into the air. Yeah, there's not exactly any other choice.
自転車に乗れるようになったら、次はパラシュート効果ですね。
Oh my god, no! Somehow, I don't think she'll be needing that particular skill. I may have become Makina's father, but that doesn't mean much of anything has changed. One noticeable difference is that she's now calling me Papa. A little embarrassing on the receiving end, but that's nothing new. Oni-chan felt just as ticklish. That same afternoon, JB gave me a call on my cell. It was a very brief conversation. Just told me she delivered all the material she could on Irisu Makina to the Academy administration. In other words, if you want to know that badly, go ask Chizuru. Accordingly, I'm currently making my way to the principal's office. The sparkling floor of the hallway seems to have been thoroughly waxed recently, as every step I take produces a loud squeak. A modern take on the Nightingale floor, perhaps? What a reprehensible woman. Is that what I'm thinking it is? The Nightingale floors. Ah, okay. Yep. That's right. For those that don't know, the Nightingale floors are literally designed especially in, actually in Japan, for a lot of their older, castles and temples and whatnot. They're floors that are specifically designed to squeak when they're stepped on. They are specifically engineered, and that's to prevent stuff like, you know, someone trying to sneak up on you in your sleep, kind of thing. So you know when someone is walking down that hall. Chizuru, you in here?
ちょっと愛人のアパートじゃないんだから、自分の部屋みたいに堂々と入ってこないでくれる？ノックをしなさいと何度言えば。
What difference does it make? Hurry up and take a shower. I'll be waiting.
あのね。
Just a joke. You know why I'm here, right?
そうやって大人の女をおもちゃにしていると、いつか罰が当たるわよ。
Am I? Well, feel free to elaborate on this theory next time I take you out to dinner.
食事に誘う気なんてないくせに。
It was an indirect way of saying, I don't want to hear it. Too subtle for you?
本当に嫌な子ね。
Chizuru. I wish you had a route. JB got in touch, didn't she? Let me see the documents about Makina.
嫌です。
That won't do. How can I get you to show them to me?
あなたの私に対するこれまでの雑な扱いを謝罪して、今後はちゃんと先生の言うことを聞きますって言うなら見せてあげます。
That's an abuse of authority, Chizuru.
そうですとも、職権でも何でも乱用しますよ。私だっていい加減頭にきてるんですからね。
Damn, she's really bad. I see. Ends justify the means, eh? In that case, I guess I'll have to use every card I've got as well. That alright with you?
何をする気？
My master once beat a certain technique into me. A method guaranteed to make even the most stubborn woman spill her guts. It's a lengthy process, and frankly something of a pain to execute, but it seems I have no choice.
ちょっと待って。はい、質問です。
Oh my god, she folded so quickly. Hmm? Go ahead.
それはエロスと何か関係が？
Huh? Tricky question. Interpretations tend to vary fairly widely depending on personal proclivities or proclivities. God damn it, I cannot read. Come to think of it, back in the old days, I once made JB apologize to me in tears using the method in question. She's never mentioned it.
確かあの子が甘い声を出しながら無茶なお願いをしてきたら走って逃げろとだけ言われた覚えが。
Might be a little odd to say this myself, but that would probably be wise. If you're gonna run, kick off those shoes first. With heels like those, I'll catch you so quickly it won't even be fun.
痛いことしないわよね。
Come on, do I look like such a cruel man? If anything, in a few hours, you'll have a pleasant new perspective on the whole concept of pain. Nothing to worry about.
背筋を這い上がるような不安しか感じられないのはなぜかしら。
On that note, Chizuru, I got some good news for you. For a limited time only, we happen to be offering a special sale. Poke over Makina's dossier and all your worries will disappear. Pretty nice deal, right?
わかったわよ。見せればいいんでしょ。見せれば。今用意するから少し待ってなさい。
God damn it. You have my sincere gratitude for your time.
資料といっても大したものはないわよ。イリスさんの家は暗い部分が多くて、私だってハルデラさんに依頼してやっと手に入った情報なんだから。
As she speaks, Chizuru presses her thumb against a fingerprint scanner and unlocks a small safe installed in her cabinet.
正解の暗部に深く根付いてる家だけに、ハルデラさんのところでも限られた情報しか得られなかったみたいね。はい、これで全部。持ち出しは禁止だから、今ここで読んでいって。
Oh, can't leave the room. Okay. The A4-sized envelope she hands me has the words, "Removal strictly forbidden," scratched across the front in red pen. I'm not looking for intelligence on the Irisu, you know. I'm only interested in information on the individual Irisu Makina.
イリス・マキナを知るということは、イリスケを知るということよ。何せ8年前のイリスケのお家騒動の中核にいたのが彼女なのだから。
Domestic feud? Okay, I gotta stop predicting what Yuji's gonna fucking say.
私も詳しくは知らないし、その資料にも概要程度しか記されてはいないけれど、
Better than nothing.
当時の当主とイリスさんのお父様の間で
意見の対立があったそうよ。
Well, I suppose that's worth reading.
あなた本気なの？イリスさんのこと。
What do you mean?
イリスさんの父親になるなんて随分と気楽に引き受けたみたいだけれど、あなたが思っているほど単純じゃないわよ。
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand that. I got a vague feeling it's going to be a more troublesome job than I expected. Even so, if Makina needs me, I want to do what I can for her.
後悔するかもしれないわよ。
I'm aware. But when and where it seems necessary, I take action first and sort out the pros and cons later. That's how dogs like us are trained. If you find someone who needs help in a place you're obligated to protect, just do what needs to be done. Simple as that.
無駄に力強いのはアメリカ仕込み？
How rude. I don't remember declaring, I am justice incarnate.
あんまりサムおじさんを怒らせない方がいいわよ。親会社なんでしょ。
I hear that corporations where employees don't badmouth the higher-ups tend to go bankrupt in no time.
ああ言えばこういう。本当に口の減らない子ね。
I picked up my sharp tongue from the Americans.
まあいいわ。コーヒー入れてきてあげるからゆっくり読みなさい。
I appreciate it. Just as Chizuru warned me, documents inside the envelope can't be called detailed by any stretch of the imagination. The reports mainly focus on the history of the Irisu family, tracing their consistently flourishing enterprises from the pre-war era to today, describing their clan structure and naming the houses considered their closest allies. In particular, the careful analysis of the current major players' thought processes and religious ideologies, with an eye toward the risk they might pose to society, stands out as just the sort of meticulous work I'd expect from JB. Since the woman hates relying on personal impressions or speculation in her reports, it feels as though less reliable rumors have been intentionally omitted. While the information that's here appears to be solid, I can't deny that there isn't very much of it. The directly relevant material begins with a biography of Makina's grandfather, a former bureaucrat in the Ministry of Finance. Apparently he was something of a social climber, joining the family by marrying the daughter of a superior. Makina's own father likewise married into the family and took their name, but the real power in the Irisu clan was in the hands of his wife and mother-in-law. And those women, essentially the shadow leaders of the Irisu enterprises, made use of their enormous influence to enrich their family through arrangements tinted an extremely dark shade of gray. Ooh, hell. When Makina's father realized he'd been an unwitting participant in large-scale corruption, he took the Irisu's secret account book. He tried to come into contact with Naicho, but...
事件に巻き込まれて死亡した。
Finishing the sentence as my voice trails off, Chizuru reaches out to offer me a steaming mug of coffee.
その事件というのがイリス・マサタカ氏の娘イリス・マキナの誘拐事件というわけ。
Oh, hell. I see. Accepting the mug from Chizuru, I continue flipping through the documents. A group of criminals who kidnapped Makina off the street on her way back from a language class submitted a ransom demand directly to her father. Just as they instructed, Mr. Masataka headed to the designated spot alone with the money, but was shot to death as he made the handoff.
使用された弾丸は未登録の9ミリ拳銃から発射されたもので、 事件発生から8年経った今でも犯人につながる有効な手がかりは得られていない。
Following the murder, Irisu Makina was eventually rescued from the scene after spending 6 days there?
そういうこと。犯人グループに拘束されたまま放置されたイリスさんは6日もの間父親の亡骸と同じ部屋に監禁された結果。
Wow, this route's like, you know, spent no time to get to the fucked up. Like, no time at all. We got the fucked up shit.
救出された時には体力的に限界を迎えていたのはもちろんのこと、精神的にもすっかり失調していたそうよ。
Yeah, no shit. Father shot in front of you and left dying and rotting for 6 days while you're tied up. So that's why she was hospitalized.
今のイリスさんに見られる言動の異常はその事件が原因だったと言われているわ。入院前のイリスさんはそれこそ神童と呼ばれるほどの天才児だったという話ね。
Oh.
それが事件後は言葉も話せないような状態が2年も続いたそうで。
So she's essentially regressed now due to trauma. Oh, lovely.
イエスかノーか答えられるようになるのにさらに1年。自分の考えを言葉にできるようになるまで2年。
Yeah. She got so traumatized, she regressed mentally.
人間らしい感情が戻るのに1年。今のように話せるようになったのもここ数年のことのようね。
I see. Shutting the manila folder, I slip it back into the envelope and return it to Chizuru.
もういいの？
Yeah. I've got the general idea. No need to keep going.
もう見たくない？
What's that supposed to mean?
イリスさんの過去はあなたの過去にも通じる部分があるでしょ。だから辛い過去を思い出すんじゃないかって。ごめんなさい。
Is that the reason you were so reluctant to show me this?
そうね。できればそういう過去はあまり思い出してほしくはないわね。
Denying the past doesn't change who you are today. And thanks to my master, I'm still standing.
ごめんね。変なこと聞くけど、生きていてよかったってそう思えることがあなたにはあるかしら。
Well, I've got myself through plenty of situations where death might have been the easier choice. Guess I've been trained well enough to treasure survival for its own sake. Also, I still haven't found the reason I was born, and I haven't even begun to repay the kindness for the kindness of the woman who saved my life. So in that sense too, I'm glad I haven't ended up dead yet.
そう。
Sorry for asking the unreasonable. I drained the coffee Chizuru brewed for me into the dregs in a single gulp. Then placed the empty cup on her desk. Kind of a shame, though. You went out of your way to show me the dossier, and there's only one piece of information in the whole thing beyond what I'd already expected.
その情報って？
I'm a little surprised that Makina has a little sister. I was positive that girl was an old... Damn! He didn't expect that? Then again, I didn't expect she had a sister. Alright.
妹さんといっても父親が違うらしいし、姉妹的な感覚はあまりないのかもしれないわ
Okay,
ね。
half-sister then. Well, before that, the idea of Makina as a big sister just seems wrong somehow.
確かに。
After thanking the principal for the information and her coffee, I promptly leave the office. As I stroll slowly down the hallway toward our classroom, I reconsider the intelligence once more. In the end, the information directly concerning Makina herself accounted for maybe a 15th of the total at best. In childhood, she was apparently so talented as to earn the label of prodigy. Prodigy. What, prodigy? Wow, I'm a fucking idiot. Prodigy. Fuck, God. I think now I'm hungry, so I'm losing track of everything. Hard to believe with looking at the airheaded doofus we know today. But when you give the matter careful thought, some faint remnants of that brilliance have been in evidence every once in a while. Her recollection of anything she's read? That's something. How she can bring up just random bits of trivia, too? Like, her essentially having eidetic memory is one thing. She'll remember anything she's seen and read, but she just doesn't understand the context. She just knows the words. She doesn't understand what the words mean, she just knows the words, so... Okay, that's something. Also, maybe just how good she is at randomly tying knots? She got a bunch of random-ass little skills, so, okay. From a very young age, Makina was raised reverently as a child genius, but most of her family was only really interested in converting that talent into hard cash. Same story everywhere you look, I guess. In a house filled with people who viewed her as nothing more than a tool, Makina's one and only true ally was her father. Irisu Masataka was an up-and-coming future elite who'd earned superb grades at a top-flight national university, but unfortunately happened to suffer from a distinctly timid and unambitious personality. And ever since meeting Makina's mother in his school days, she'd apparently exercised an absolutely dominating influence over him. Given how faint of heart the man was by nature, it's easy to imagine how anguished and torn he must have been when he discovered his family's deep involvement in large-scale corruption. In the end, he must have decided to live honestly for Makina's sake, even if it meant betraying the rest of his new family. But that was a mistake. Far too many important people would have found themselves in a seriously disadvantageous position if the Irisu clan's records were to be made public. Most likely, the for-profit kidnapping was a ruse devised by his own family, using his daughter as bait, only to kill him in front of her eyes. A clueless bystander in all this, Makina was left tied up in her prison for 6 days with her father's rotting corpse. Hardly surprising that her mind would be deeply damaged. I can't speculate on why they chose to sacrifice the main family's eldest daughter, but after the incident, Makina was removed from her natural position as the future leader of the clan. On paper, she's undergoing continuing medical care for an undisclosed illness, but in reality, she's been effectively disowned. Her younger sister has been given her place as the family's heiress. Her beloved father, the only ally she had in the world, died before her eyes. And then she was thrown out of her house as an unwanted child, huh? Pretty shitty luck all around. That said, I'm not about to let myself pity the girl. To be perfectly honest, this sounds like a massive pain in the ass. On a purely practical level, it'd probably be wisest not to get too deeply involved. But running away at this point would be far too irresponsible. Misfortune isn't so unusual. I had my share. The world's got quite a few people who didn't grow up under pleasant circumstances in it. But I was lucky enough to eventually meet my master, a person who decisively changed my life for the better. Her help became a huge turning point for me. If someone were to ask me how I feel about my life, I can probably answer, I'm happy enough, in all sincerity. Staying alive is a good thing in itself. As long as you keep going, someday you'll find happiness. Someday you'll become useful to someone. The day will come when you earn someone's gratitude. That's why I'm still going. It was my master that gave me the strength of will to believe those things. I close my eyes, inhale deeply, and ask myself the crucial question once more. Can I really do something for Makina, like my master did for me? I looked at those documents in an attempt to understand the thing I wanted to protect. But I was also slightly uneasy that knowing the truth might complicate or weaken my determination. Unfounded worries. I'm not going to give an inch. Not 1 inch. Maybe the real reason I looked over that dossier was to confirm my confidence in myself. There's no problem. Kazumi Yuji can't do everything well, but there's nothing he can't do at all. And if I'm not good at something, I can just take the time to improve. I'm not half bad at that sort of sober effect. Finally reaching this conclusion, I realize I've been standing still in the hallway for some time, lost in thought. I glance at the watch on my wrist. The time's 16:57. When 5 in the afternoon approaches, I still can't help thinking, which direction was the flag again? Old habits really do die hard. Yep. Yeah, if it's that time, you're in full uniform, you are expected to stand at attention and face the flag. Well, if you're not in uniform, you are kind of expected to stop what you're doing and face the direction of the flag. If you're in full uniform, and especially in view of said flag, you have to be at attention, turn to that flag, and salute it for the entirety of whatever's going on. Usually the anthem or revelry, whatever it is. But if that flag is raising or lowering, you are expected to salute it if you're in uniform. I can't tell you how many times I basically ran away from the mess hall just so I didn't have to stand there for the flag going up and down, just so I could go about my actual duties. God, that was a hell of a summer. I casually look out the window with a wry smile on my face, only to find my classmates approaching the school gate with hoes and small shovels in their hands. Ah, right. It was gardening class. By nurturing something, you gain confidence in yourself. Taking on a moderate responsibility that leads to visible fruits of your labor helps encourage independence. On top of which, you're making a useful contribution to society. That's the general idea behind the horticulture lessons at Mihama Academy. Of course, we're raising broadly competent individuals with exposure to everything from information technology to agriculture. Is also a nice line for the brochures. But if you look at it a little differently, this school is sort of like a barbecue joint that also offers sushi and ramen. Feels vaguely shady somehow. Here's a hint, guys. If you go to a restaurant and they have a crap ton of everything, like if they have, a multitude of different types of things, food will probably be kind of iffy at best. If it's a place that specializes in something, the food should be good. Like a sushi place will be great at making sushi. A barbecue place making sushi probably won't be that great. They've already finished up their lesson at the farm we borrowed for the purpose, and all that's left now is putting away the tools. A little strange for me to join in this late in the game. Still, I make my way toward the front entrance. Okay. That's a good spot, I think, to stop for today. Made some good progress. Ended up a little earlier than usual, but not by too much. I'm just now getting very, very hungry. I need to eat something. But before I do, I gotta give you guys the new schedule. Which one is it? Ah, this is it. For sure. Yep, that's the new one. So, other than tonight, which is just gonna be some more Batman Arkham City, here's our schedule for next week. Sunday, Digimon Survive in the morning, and then Arkham City at night. That is a bit provisional, though. Because I do have to call in that day to see if they need me in at work. If they do, Digimon Survive won't happen, but Arkham City will. I'll let you know that day, whatever happens, regardless. And that'll be another 3-day stretch until we go back to it for some more Digimon Survive in Arkham City. I kept it simple this week again. Just Digimon Survive and Arkham City. The bleh. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much for that. Not really. Oh, man. Tired. Oh, everything hurts. Alright, so yeah, thanks everyone, for watching, commenting, and lurking. I appreciate it very much. Again, I should be back around 7 o'clock tonight-ish. Maybe, we'll see. Depends if something comes up for some more Batman Arkham City. Who knows, I'm lucky and kind of keep at it. I could finish Arkham City by the end of next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your day. See you next time.